It's another glorious Thursday and another opportunity for us to get together and talk about money mindset. Today's message is super simple. Don't sweat the small stuff. And when it comes to your money, it's all small stuff. And I know that that sounds and that can even feel counterintuitive because what do you mean it's all small stuff? The money stuff is the biggest stuff of life. The money stuff is the bill stuff. The money stuff is the credit card stuff. The money stuff is the credit score stuff. The money stuff is the will I be able to rent the apartment that I want? The money stuff is the will I be able to buy the home that I want and qualify for the kind of loan that I want and the kind of interest rates that I want? The money stuff is all of this stuff. And to that I say, I understand, and it still gets to be, and maybe even has to be, the small stuff in your mind. We're having a conversation about your money mindset and how when you make your money matters and challenges and difficulties larger than life, number one, you make it harder on yourself to reach your financial goals. You make it harder on yourself to manifest money because you're not a vibrational match to what you want. When it's terrifying for you, it's triggering your nervous system. Your brain's not running at full capacity. So you're not seeing the financial creative solutions that are available to you. We're going to talk about it all in today's episode. I'm super excited to get into it. But first, you are listening to Naked and Noisy, Manifestation Tools for the Professional Woman, the podcast. I'm your host, Natalie Hughes. I am a spiritual consultant. I specialize in business and mindset mentorship, and I am so excited to be the host of this podcast where I help professional women to co-create emotionally fulfilled and purpose-driven lives for themselves. Let's get into today's episode. Okay, first of all, you guys, there is podcast intro music coming. I gave myself until October 1st. So by next week, I'm saying it out loud so I can have that accountability of this is something I promised the girls. I promised myself and I promised the girls. So I'm going to deliver. We're going to have a new intro with music by October 1st or within the week of... Okay, fine. By October 1st. By October 1st. Okay, I think that's next Thursday, isn't it? Okay, so let's talk. Is it next Thursday or next week? It doesn't matter. It's next week and you're going to have it. So let's just leave that there. Okay, we're talking about money mindset. First, I have to tell you a quick story of what happened to me today because, girl, I almost downward spiraled. I had a bill that was due, a couple of days ago, and I got the money and I made sure that the money was in the account, and I went online to the website and I submitted the payment information, and then bada bing bada boom, I'm going about my day. I paid that bill is taken care of. Fabulous. We love having our bills paid every single month. This morning, Thursday, several days after the fact, I wake up, look at my phone first thing in the morning. I should not be doing that. I am focusing more on regulating my nervous system, and I'm choosing to start my mornings off more slowly with my journaling, reading a book, you know what I mean? Just chilling and not being on the technology, but that's okay. This morning, I woke up and got on my phone, and I saw an email from my bank. And the email from my bank was like, your account is overdrawn by $40. And I am freaking out. First of all, this bank account does not overdraw, which is so crazy. Every single time I get the notification that my bank account is overdrawn, it's some bullshit because the bank literally does not overdraw. You know how sometimes with some banks, if you like pay and like there's not enough, then they'll like cover it and they'll charge you a fee, or they don't charge you a fee, whatever. Some bank accounts, you can overdraw. This particular bank account, you cannot. If the money is not in the account, it does not go through. And This bank, I have had this issue with this bank before multiple fucking times in the past several months where I have paid a bill. This is like my main bank account. It's the one that all of my important bills go out of. So I've had this happen multiple times in the past several fucking months where they tell me insufficient funds, and then the payment that I sent gets returned, and then the exact amount is just right back in the bank sitting there because it was never fucking overdrawn. So, long story short, I had the money in the account, I paid the bill. For whatever fucking reason, my bill decides, no, you don't have enough money in this bank account, so we're gonna return this payment. And I'm like, okay. So the payment gets returned. I start freaking out because this is a bill. This is a recurring monthly bill that I'm paying down a sum of money for. So it's not something that's going to negatively impact my credit. However, this is something that's so fucking important to me that the shit gets paid off and then it gets paid off on time. It wasn't necessarily about my credit score. It was just about me and me being a responsible human being and me making sure that I pay my bills and my bills are paid. And I just do not like that feeling and that experience of like, I'm so intentional with my money. I'm so intentional with my fucking funds. There was more than enough money. There was an abundance of money that would cover this. I know how much money is in my accounts. I know how much money I can spend. I know how much money I have spent. I'm fucking Santa Claus when it comes to the goddamn bank statements. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. I know what's going on with my money. And in previous times that this has happened, I want to say with this bank, this has happened like maybe like once, like last year or something. And I like call the bank. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The bank gaslights me. The bank is like, no, ma'am. When the payments were processed, it came out negative. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I did the math wrong. And so I became even more diligent with my money and my finances. If I am saying I want money to go out and I'm signing off for a bill to be fucking paid, then the money is in the goddamn account. So of course the money for the bill was in the account. I know the money was in the account, but for whatever reason, it got returned. And this sent my stomach into my butt. Not because the world is ending, but because being a financially responsible woman is important to me. We've talked about this in previous episodes. We don't have to get back into it. Being a woman who pays her bills, being a woman who is financially responsible, being a woman who has a good credit score, these are things that are important to me. Because even though we are all dreaming of and manifesting rich husbands, I'm holding the vision of it. I know that's coming. I know that's my destiny. Even though I love a nice gift, even though a man can buy me a car, and I'll receive that, you know? I just start listing off all the things I want a man to buy for me. Focus, focus, focus. Even though I want those things, I have to be a financially responsible woman for my own sake, for my own sanity. Because even though with money, everything is the small stuff, right? It's still very serious. And it is a big deal. And for me, my money and my safety and security go hand in hand. I love having a rich husband. He's currently an implication. I will keep you updated. I love having a wealthy husband who supports me and loves me and spends all of his money on me. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. And also, I cannot sit and relish in spending somebody else's money. I don't even like going out on a vacation or a trip if I don't have my own money. And maybe that's the Capricorn Scorpio in me. Maybe that's the Aries stellium in me. I don't know what it is. I don't like being places where I'm like, my safety and security, whether or not I eat, whether or not I have some place to stay, is completely dependent on this other human being. Even if the human being is stable, even if the human being is fabulous, even if the human being is lovely and generous and I trust them, I need to be able to take care of myself. I am a grown woman. The number one person responsible for me is me. I would never give that responsibility to another human being. I am a grown woman. The number one person who is responsible for me is me. My autonomy is important to me. My independence is important to me. Being confident in my own ability to create and maintain, to receive the lifestyle of my desire is incredibly important to me. I want the rich man because I can have whatever the fuck I want, and that's what I desire. I don't want the rich man because I need a rich man. There's a difference. And it's very important to me. That's the Capricorn moon in me. It's very important to me that I live my share lifestyle. Share is also a Capricorn moon. Mom, I am a rich man. That's very important to me. So I have this bill that got returned. I'm waking up. You did a good job at really fucking up my day. Pissed off. I go to take a shower because I need one. I'm in the shower and I'm starting to freak out because I'm like, this bill was returned. That means that what if my payment plan that I'm on gets canceled? And that if the payment plan that I'm on gets canceled, I have to pay a fee to reinstate it. I'm freaking out. And I'm starting to feel afraid. And I'm feeling anxious. And I'm feeling stressed. And then I start feeling powerless. Because now I'm in a funk. I'm in a bad mood. Because I got this negative thing, this bank that's on bullshit. I look it up on the internet. I look it up on Reddit. Because I'm like, this can't be me. It's not me. It's happened to multiple people. So I'm like, oh yeah, fuck this bank. Fuck this bank. Because why are you playing with me? So I'm in the shower. I'm freaking out. Not freaking out, dry heaving, having a panic attack, but I'm just not having a good fucking day. This shit is starting to weigh me down. Even though I know that the money for the bill is right back in the account, even though I know that I'm just going to move the money to the different account that needs to become my main account at this fucking point. Even though I know that I'm going to move the money to the next account, and then I'm going to run the bill through again, and it's going to be okay. Even though I know that it's going to be okay, there's a funk there. There's a funk because I feel like I somehow failed responsibly, even though it really wasn't my fault. However, what happened for me? It technically was a little bit my fault. Because the bank has done this. This is like the 4th time that the bank has done this. Random, insufficient fees. Okay? It's like a fucking narcissist. It does the fucking insufficient fee thing. I get pissed off. But then I don't get the insufficient fee thing for a while. I forget. It love bombs me. I think we're okay now. And then boom, another insufficient fund. I have a narcissistic, abusive relationship with this goddamn bank account. I'm sorry, that's not funny. Narcissistic abuse isn't funny, but that joke was funny. Anyway, focus. So, I'm freaking out. Not feeling so good. I'm in a funk. I hate being in a funk. I just started my morning. I was going to get up, go to the gym, miss that. That's okay. I'll do something later. I'll go for a walk. I'll go to yoga. I'll go for a swim. No big deal. That's okay. I'm going to do a pick a card reading. I'm feeling super good. I bought some clothes earlier this week. Very excited for those to show up in the mail. I'm having a good day. Or at least I should be having a good day. And so I'm in the shower and I'm washing my body and I'm thinking and I'm feeling this energy, this weight that now just feels like it's on my shoulders. And I say to myself, okay, I take a deep breath. And then I get into parenting myself mode. And I say, hey, it's going to be okay. I will pay the fee. And when I say I will pay the fee, my stress levels decrease, immediately soothed. And I'm like, okay, what's the real reason that we're freaking out here? I'm freaking out because I had a payment plan for something, and if the payment doesn't go through, then it's not like my account will be banned forever. It's not like I'll go to jail. It's not like I'll die. It's not like my credit score will plummet into the depths of hell. The worst case scenario is that I have to pay a fee to reinstate the payment plan. That's the worst case scenario. So I'm freaking out over the payment plan. What's the story that's going on there? Oh, I'm operating out of the story that money is hard to come by. Money is difficult to receive. If I have to pay this fee, will I be able to pay this fee or whatever? It was a silly old story that made no sense. 9 times out of 10, your unsupportive thoughts, your limiting beliefs, they don't really make any sense. Because if something happens with this payment plan and I have to pay the fee just gets added to the fucking balance, diva. You don't even have to pay it. Also, how much could the fee be? I can't imagine the fee being more than $100. I feel like the fee is either going to be somewhere between like 26 or like 46 or like $100. I have no fucking idea. But it's only $100 fee. And you might be listening to this going, only $100 fee. But it's only $100 fee. And in that moment, I realized it's no big deal. Don't sweat the small stuff. And the reason why it's no big deal, and the reason why we're not sweating the small stuff, is because look at what was happening. First, I have this payment that I think is going to go through, but it doesn't go through. Now I'm feeling insecure with my bank. Now I'm feeling insecure with my money. There was a snowball effect that was happening. First, I was feeling afraid that this means I'm an irresponsible adult. Then I'm feeling stressed out. What's going on with this fucking bank account? Why is it saying this? They don't even send the email. Back in my day, when I was in high school and college, my first bank account that I ever had was Wells Fargo. Do you know how shitty of a bank you have to be for me to be saying I had a better experience at Wells Fargo? Back in my day, when I had Wells Fargo, if there was something that was going on with my account, they would send you a message about it before the end of the fucking business day so you could fix it. These people send me a message talking about my shit was overdrawn multiple fucking days ago. What the hell is going on? It doesn't make sense. The communication is trash. Also, it's a lie. You're gaslighting me. The money was in the fucking account. I know it was. I know it was. So I'm feeling stressed. And then I start feeling powerless. That old story comes up that says I can't get ahead. This is not working. This says I'm not capable. From one incident, $100 fee, now I'm going on this negative spiral. I have other bills because, like I said, this account was the main account that I have all of my bills coming out of, my main bills. So I just scheduled a student loan payment to come out. And I'm like, well, if that bill said insufficient funds and returned, is the student loan payment that I just scheduled going to say insufficient funds in return? Because I don't want that fucking impact on my credit score. So what's going on here? So it went from, and maybe I'm going to have $100 fee to, can I trust that the payment that I just sent out is actually going to go through or not? Now I'm questioning, hold on. Now I'm questioning everything. I'm questioning everything. So I'm in a vibration of insecurity financially. That doesn't help me. I've taken one instance and I've began to snowball it. I've taken this molehill and I'm starting to turn it into a mountain. Natalie Hughes has a problem, a financial problem, a banking problem, a money problem, a problem paying her bills. Whoa. This is not a helpful direction for me to go in. This is not a supportive story for me to tell. This is not helping my mood. We need to turn this shit around. So first things first, I'm going to pay the fee. And the reason that I can say that I'm going to pay the fee with confidence is because I work on my money mindset. Mommy's not telling you these things just because she's a mean, terrible dictator. She's telling you the things because they work. She's telling you the things because they work. I work on my money mindset daily. You want to heal your relationship with money. Why? Because when I have a relationship with money where I'm telling the story and I'm living on the reality where my bills are paid no matter what, every single month my bills get paid no matter what, that means if the bill amount increases, the bill gets paid because my bills get paid no matter what. If the bill amount decreases, the bills get paid because my bills get paid no matter what. You're focusing on creating a different lifestyle with money, a different relationship with money, where money is dependable, where you can trust in money. Because I do my money mindset work, because I practice trusting money and expecting money to come into my life, if the fee comes back, it's a $100 fee, it's a $26 fee, it's a $500 million fee, I'm going to be able to pay it because money shows up for me. Money takes care of me. I pay my bills are paid. My relationship with money saves me. It puts me in a position where I can tell myself, hey, no matter what the fee is, we'll take care of it. We'll handle it. I was feeling like an irresponsible adult. Even though it's not my fault, but it technically was my fault because I knew that I needed to switch the fucking bank. I knew it 2 months ago when this shit happened around my credit card payments, and I was like, fuck this bank, I'm gonna switch, and then I forgot. And now here we're here. Here we are. So this is a reminder to me, hello, what happens when you neglect yourself? What happens when you don't show up for yourself? Problems don't just go away because you forgot. Your relationship with money is your relationship with yourself. How you take care of your money is a reflection of how you take care of yourself. Do you neglect yourself when something is wrong? No, you don't. Do you neglect your mindset when something is wrong? No, you don't. And so when you have a daily money mindset practice, that means once a day you're checking in with yourself about money. You're reminding yourself about the stories that you're telling about money. When you have a daily mindset practice, you get into the habit and you get into the groove of thinking positive thoughts. It is because I have a daily mindset practice that I did not continue to downward spiral. I said, wait a minute. I know who I am. I'm the woman who always pays her bills. I'm the woman that money shows up for. I'm having a great time this month. I'm having a great time with my money and my finances. I just bought what I would consider to be a designer coat and some really amazing fucking jeans. I'm so excited to get this outfit, to put it together. I'm gonna look so beautiful. It's really fall time, and I'm really about to be dressed down, bitch. I'm very excited. I'm having a great time. I'm okay. If there's an extra fee, I'll pay the extra fee. I don't love the extra fee. I don't care about fighting against the extra fee. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay the fee. when you have a relationship with money, when you have confidence in your ability to receive money, when you are unwilling to perpetuate the story that you are living out a struggle with money, you can have a moment like a random fee. You can have a moment like a banking mishap, and you can recover. We want recovery. We want financial resiliency. We want financial mindset resiliency. We want to have mindset skills that are so practiced that when something like this happens, whether it's the loss of a job, the loss of a client, the loss of a level of income, a new random bill, a fee coming in, we want to have the financial mindset resiliency to be able to take a loss, experience a loss, and recover quickly instead of downward spiraling. If I didn't have a relationship with money where I trusted money to show up for me, I'd be freaking the fuck out. How many people are living an experience where a random $100 fee would feel like the end of them? So when we're having a conversation about money and everything being the small stuff, another reason why you want money to be the small stuff is because, like I said at the beginning of this, when money is big stuff and it's something that you're afraid of, and your nervous system is activated around it. We know what happens when your nervous system is activated, right? We know what happens when you're in that fight or flight. Your brain isn't functioning at full capacity. Your prefrontal cortex is going offline. Your brain is like, listen, what the fuck do we need creative problem solving for? We need to be ready to get the fuck ASAP. We need to run or fight or something. Except you're not going to run and fight from the IRS, in my case, right? So you're not going to run and fight from the numbers on the screen, the numbers on the banking app, the number on the check that you get from your boss or your job. You need creative problem solving and solutions. I started freaking out today because that one payment was returned, whatever, I'll figure it out, I'll pay the fee. And then I was still feeling uneasy because even though I'm going to pay the fee, I just scheduled another payment for my student loans. And what if that goes out for insufficient funds? And after I calmed myself down by reminding myself, hey, Buki, we don't have to be afraid of anything. It's not going to impact your credit score. If something negative happens with the payment plan that you have set up, you'll just reinstall it. You'll pay the fee. No matter what it is, it will get added onto the balance. We don't love the idea of it getting added onto the balance, but the entire balance is being paid off no matter what, because that's who you are. That's what you do. You're the woman who pays her bills. You're the woman who pays off her debts. You're the woman who pays her tax bills completely. You don't have to freak out. You don't have to fret, because I got you. I got your back. Money has you. Money has your back. I believe in my ability to manifest money. I do manifest money. I'm good. I'm in a really good place right now, and it's only getting better. So I have that moment and that talk with myself. Now I'm feeling more calm. Now I'm feeling more safe. And then I think about the student loans and I think, well, wait a second. I might be able to cancel that payment. And I go, oh my God, maybe I can cancel the payment because the payment is scheduled for today. It's only 10 o'clock a.m. They don't usually take out the payments immediately. Let me just cancel the scheduled payment. So before I hit record on this, I sat down, I logged into the student loan thingy-majiggy, and I clicked cancel payment. Oh my God, it was so easy. And then it went bye-bye. Fabulous. So now I get to move the money that I was going to pay into a different account, schedule the payment again, and be confident that it's going to be taken care of and it's not going to be negative. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So number one, when we're not making money a big deal, and we're not sweating the small stuff, we're able to see creative solutions that are available to us. If I continue to freak out, when I was freaking out and I was scared about it, I was just like, we're just going to have to wait and see. We're just going to have to wait a couple days. We're just going to have to wait for the money to come out of the bank account and then wait a couple days and see if it's insufficient funds or not. And then I'm going down that downward spiral. to feeling worse and worse and worse, to feeling more and more financially insecure, what happens? We're living in a vibrational reality. So as I'm feeling more and more financially insecure and I'm feeling more and more financially unstable, what am I a vibrational match to? What thoughts and experiences am I attracting? I'm attracting more financial insecurity. I'm attracting more upset. I'm attracting more stress. I'm attracting more fear. But when I paused, when I took that moment, I said, hey, it's not that big of a deal. We'll figure it out. Something that I've learned handling my finances over the past several years. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. If that was the loudest thunk you've ever heard in your fucking life, I'm so sorry. My microphone dropped. Oopie, sorry. Something that I've learned financially over the past several years is that, oh, I feel so bad about that. My mic dropping. It's fine. We really have to move on. I'm sorry, divas. I love you so much. I would never hurt your ears on purpose. Okay. Anyway, something that I've learned over the years financially is everything gets figured out. First, I was freaking out about taxes and I was avoiding not paying my taxes. I was avoiding filing my taxes because I was terrified that I was going to mess it up and I was going to get thrown in jail. And then I filed my taxes and then I was terrified about paying my taxes because, oh my God, this is the biggest tax bill I've ever had in my life. Mind you, I've never had a tax bill before. Anything would have been big, but this is tens of thousands of dollars. Fuck. How am I going to pay this? If I don't pay this by November 30th, they're going to take my firstborn child. I'm freaking out. Then I learned, oh my God, there's a payment plan? Of course there's a fucking payment plan. Do you know what I learned? I learned that there's always a payment plan. There's always something you can do. Things that I have done include signing onto a payment plan and like changing the day that a payment is due. If I feel overwhelmed by a payment due date because I feel like it's too early in the month, I move that bitch to the 28th. You can do things like that. There's flexibility. But you don't see that flexibility when everything is a big deal and you're terrified to make a mistake. You have to know how to regulate yourself. And in this moment, this morning, I could regulate myself with one phrase. I could regulate myself with a couple deep breaths. I could regulate myself with a little bit of EFT tapping because I do my money mindset work every day. And what that means is I have more momentum built up towards feeling financially safe and secure. And also, I didn't downward spiral so much and let it ruin my day. I shifted within the first 20 minutes of that financial upsetting event. So that turnaround time was really quick. In my daily money mindset practice, I'm uncovering my unsupportive beliefs. I'm uncovering my fears. I'm debunking those unsupportive beliefs. I'm debunking those fears. And then I'm telling a new story. So this morning, I just did what I do every single day for my money mindset, except this time I focused it on this specific financially upsetting event. You do the money mindset work every single day because you want to change your vibration. You want to change your dominant vibration. You want to rewire your subconscious mind and you want to develop the skill. You want to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So many people are living a life where they are reacting to everything. You wait for something bad to happen and then you're like, oh my God, I got to get my shit together. You wait for a negative experience and then you're like, oh my God, I have to figure this out. You wait until you feel financially insecure. Then you're like, whoa, let me get back into that course. No, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You have to be proactive with your money mindset. You have to be proactive with your finances so that you can have a momentum built up of feeling financially safe and secure, of feeling taken care of, so that in the event that there is a financial upset, you're like, hey, bitch, I got this. I got this. I got this. I know how to move through this. Even if I'm freaking out right now, I know how to move through the freaking out, right? There's value in this. So I bring myself to the point of calm. I come up with the creative solution, bada bing, bada bang. I fixed both things. And I reminded myself, hey, you need to switch all of your payments and automations and blah, blah, blah out of this fucking account because I'm done playing games with this bank. Now that is a priority for me. That's something that's going to get done by the end of this week, 110%. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. We're taken care of. And we're back in that feeling of safety and security. The last thing that I want to talk about is going back to that living in a vibrational reality thing. When you want to manifest your desired financial lifestyle, when you want to manifest that raise, when you want to manifest that promotion, you got to think about that version of you. That version of you who's getting paid an extra $1,000 a week. Would she be freaking out over a random bill? No, because she has an extra $1,000 that comes in every single week. That version of you that's making $2,000 a day in her business, would she be freaking out over this bill? Well, no, because she's going to have another $2,000 tomorrow, and she's going to have another $2,000 the day after that, and then she's going to have another $2,000 the day after that. So the bill's going to get paid. So she wouldn't be responding and freaking out and downward spiraling. She would be feeling safe. This is the part of the acting as if you're on the other side, acting as if you have that level of financial income. It's not about, I'm going to spend my money. I'm going to spend money that I don't have. I'm going to go into debt. I'm going to take out loans. I'm going to overdraft my account because I'm acting as if. No. It's about that version of me who has more money, that version of me who's more financially wealthy, that version of me who's more successful, that version of me who's more safe and secure, that version of me who's a responsible adult, that version of me who knows that she's capable of reaching her financial goals, that version of me who trusts her bills to get paid every single month, no matter what, without having to dip into her savings. She feels financially safe and secure. So what happens when I'm feeling powerless? What happens when I'm feeling afraid? What happens when I'm feeling stressed? And she's at the vibration of security. Is the vibration of security the same as the vibration of stress? Is the vibration of security the same as the vibration of afraid? Is the vibration of security the same as the vibration of anxious, doubtful, insecure, powerless? No, of course it's not. So in your moment, in your day-to-day, in your moment-to-moment, you want to be continuously taking yourself back to that feeling of financial safety and security, to that feeling of being taken care of, to that feeling of being shown up for. You are the leader of your mind. You are the creator of your reality. You take yourself to this place, no matter what's going on in your physical reality. This morning, I kind of had a little bit of a flashback. It's been a couple of years that my bills have been getting paid on time. For the most part, 9 times out of 10, my bills are paid and they're paid on time. And I love that. For the first 4 years of this business, that was not the case. I had credit cards that had to be closed down, that went to collections. My credit score got trashed. I did not have enough money for my student loans. Thank God for the pausing that happened for so much of that time. I was freaking out about everything. I was scared about everything. I was expecting failure. I was getting no sales in my business. Bank account stayed negative. And it started with me focusing on my money mindset. It started with me developing a daily money mindset practice. And I was tapping into the energy of money coming in and having money for groceries before I had money coming in and before I had money for groceries. On the Evidently Easy landing page, I have screenshots from a Facebook group that I was in back in 2023 when I first started my money mindset work. And I'm celebrating, oh my God, I got an extra $200. I got an extra this. I got money for groceries because I wanted blah, 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 blah. That bill that I was worried about, I got money for it. Yay. I'm celebrating because it worked. I'm celebrating because I tapped into the energy of the money showing up, and the money showed up. This is the work that I am teaching you to do inside of Evidently Easy. You can use those journal prompts and you can use the exercises at least once a day, and you can make that your daily money mindset routine. Inside of Evidently Easy, we're talking about dropping the money struggle, because a lot of us believe and expect that it's going to be difficult to get that next job because of the economy. It's going to be difficult to get that next client because of our lack of experience. It's going to be difficult to get blah, blah, blah. It's going to be difficult to reach those financial goals because blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to work harder. I'm not good enough. It's not working. I'm struggling. Evidently Easy is how you change that story, how you shift it around, so that you can stop expecting to struggle your way to success, and instead you can start expecting to be guided by your inner being. You can expect to be guided by your soul. You start tapping into that creative problem solving. You start tapping into and embodying the vibration of your desire. Oh my God, the program is amazing. In one part of, I think it's module 3, there's the highly paid and highly sought after workshop. It's amazing. It blows my socks off. I talked about it in a previous episode too. You press play, there's a visualization at the beginning of it, and it's just me asking you each of the questions, giving you some time to answer each of them. And it's a whole scripting exercise. I've been doing that after I finish my mindset work of uncovering my fears and debunking them. And that's also inside of the program. It's a really, really good program, and it's still on sale. So if you want to save $222 on Evidently Easy, you can still join for as little as $50 today. The sale is going to end for sure tomorrow, Friday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I just haven't felt like editing the website, to be honest, but this is the week. The sale needs to end this week, so the sale will be over. If you want to join Evidently Easy, I highly suggest you checking it out. Click the link in the description box or the show notes and get your life, diva. It's a really amazing program, and it's really helpful, especially for those of you that are starting out in mindset work, especially for those of you that have never taken a program from me before. It's a really great beginner program. The trainings are short and they're straight to the point, but they're impactful. It's very exercise heavy. There's a lot of journal prompts and really amazing shifts in there, and it's going to help you get your money up. Like, Evidently Easy is changing my life right now. I'm loving the program, and it's everything that I've been needing. So check it out if you feel called to be inside. I'd love to serve you. I love you lots, and I'll talk to you again next week.